Well, hello again, my friends. This is Shauna K. If you're new here, I talk about all things botanical and spiritual, like kratom, CBD, marijuana, good stuff. Of course, I talk about some Christian beliefs and faith. I'm that Christian astrologer, but you know what? There's truth in everything. And a lot of times people will like to demonize things like kratom or marijuana, Christianity, zodiac, or astrology, right? There's people on both sides of the coin here that will just have the reasons to be against the things on the other side. And the nice thing about me is I've always remained right there in the middle. I've never claimed anything 100%, not even a political party. I think that's nuts. There's no absolutes. You really have to remain neutral, Switzerland, and all things in life. And those are the things I like to talk about. That was it. My name's Shauna. I'm gonna be talking about this new nootropic that I've tried for the past week and a half, 2 weeks. It's called Theobromine. Theobromine. So I'm sure there's lovely people that would love to comment and tell me what a dumbass I am. And please do, so I can know if I said it wrong, because that is so very important for me and others to know that I pronounced this wrong. You don't want people to think I'm stupid, right? I recently learned about this, and you can buy it on Amazon. You can buy it at a lot of places. Naturally, I love to find these things, just like kratom, and Finibute is another one. A lot of people are anti that as well. Again, moderation is key. So I bought this on Amazon. I did a little research. The company that sells them is really big on nootropics. So I like to mix it up a bit and not always rely on the same natural plant-based product. And so I was very hopeful for this. These kind of things, you have to take it for a certain amount of time to really form or be comfortable enough to share your opinion on it, because some of these things take some time to get into your system and actually give you the benefits that they're supposed to give. And again, even more is involved in that. So if you're looking for benefits or the effects of something, you have to take into consideration your sensitivity, your own unique body, how you react to things. Some people are very sensitive to caffeine. Again, you have to go based on the majority vote type thing. And so I did research on Reddit, of course, comments and what people were saying about it. And it sounded pretty promising. People report that this helps to lower blood pressure, prevent tooth decay, increase the airflow in lungs, promote weight loss, which I think is because of the energy it provides, acts as an anti-inflammatory, improves the heart and brain activity, gives you that focus and that mood lift, motivation, right? Apparently it removes bodily toxins and improves cholesterol levels, which would make sense with the body toxins. I was kind of like, really? Too good to be true, but hey, tell me more. There's, of course, opinions on both sides of the aisle here, but the key thing that I want you to know, a lot of people will think it's immediately a chemical. Oh no, my friends. They call it a chemical, but it's actually natural botanical ingredients in dark chocolate. I know, I was quite amazed. Not only will apparently weight loss, because you're not gonna really have to eat that much chocolate, because now you have this. So if you're one of those people that love the little feel good from eating chocolate, which apparently is a thing, I have no idea what that feels like. Now I do. Chocolate is where this comes from. I'm surprised this isn't more of a big deal. I cannot say that I have experienced weight loss, unfortunately, or, you know, better lung capacity going on, but I can say that it definitely does work with inflammatory. And I'm often dealing with inflammation with the nerve disease that I have. When I take something that is known to help that, I can typically notice if it actually indeed does help with it. And I can report that one is definitely true. It definitely helps with energy and that mental boost of motivation, which is huge and typically one of the top 2 things that people want to pursue these types of things for. We're all looking to feel better, whether it's mentally, physically, and there's nothing wrong with that desire. The act of seeking something out is looked down upon. I will always speak loud and clear about how wrong that is. Now, there are many natural things you can find to kind of fill that void that you're trying to fill. Sometimes you need to fill it. Sometimes you're just, your personality and just the way God made you, you're not able to really fill it without seeking something that God actually provided conveniently. And of course, there's going to be those little Joe Blows that want to say, well, you know, opium was made by God. How about it? Enjoy, idiot. First of all, thank you. I do live in Oregon. There's a purpose for everything in life. And so back in the day, opium was actually used for medicinal purposes. It's where we heard of it, because villagers and other people actually used these things to help with the ailments that they had, because modern science wasn't created yet. So there is a purpose for everything, but humans tend to abuse certain things, typically the things that make them feel better or good. They just get addicted to it, especially those with an addictive personality. That's where that issue comes from. It's not the opium itself that's the problem. Yes, God created that for a purpose. And of course, as with everything, it gets abused. But that doesn't make that thing the issue or bad in a sense. It took about probably 3 days, which isn't that bad, to start to notice a really good difference to my mindset, my lack of energy that I had, that I was dealing with. I would take 2 in the morning and head off to work. And usually by the time I was at work, I felt more energized, more motivated, more so than I usually did after taking some kratom in the morning. This obviously doesn't really help with the pain. And that's what I seek kratom for, is to help with the chronic pain I deal with. This helps with all the things I listed, but pain is not one of those things. So the benefits it did give were really obvious. But again, it took about 3 days or so to actually get those obvious effects that I could confidently say came from this chemical, this product. And the motivation, just like the desire to get shit done, to do what you came to work to do, to check off that shit on your to-do list. And that was really refreshing. Now, naturally, because of my self-control that I have, that took, years to acquire it, I am not going to become addicted to this thing. I'm not going to take it every day, because with things you take every single day, eventually those things will lose potency because your system's getting used to it and expecting it. The chemical in the brain and all that stuff is just gonna, you'll become numb to it eventually, and it will start to lose the strength that it once had with your system. So try to avoid overdoing it, right? That's what I'm gonna do. But it definitely helps with those things that it claims to help with, and I'm sure the rest of the things as well, but I can't personally testify to those. So I would give it a shot. You can find it on Amazon. It's very affordable. So go take a look. I hope this does help you as much as it's helped me. I think it doesn't get enough credit that it should get for having the benefits that it actually does give. But again, everything in moderation, my friends. Have fun, feel good, and come back. Subscribe, like, definitely share, because people should know about this.